Hey, Craig Zuckerman here. You may think that stretching is a great idea, especially if you're feeling back tension or tension around a joint and you're injured, but it may be the worst thing you can do. In fact, it could increase your injury and perpetuate even more and more pain. Let me explain how that happens. So, let's first talk about a disc herniation. When you have a disc herniation, the disc, which is this kind of jelly-filled tire between your vertebrae, the bones in your back, swells, and then it pinches on the nerves that come out to the side. And that's how you get the pain, from sciatic pain to just lower back pain. But a lot of times the pain is because the muscles in the back that run up and down go into spasm and are holding you. So, what do we think? Oh man, back tension's really tight. I better stretch it. Yeah, no. And here's why, because when you stretch forward, that disc swells even more, pinches the nerve more, creates more pain and agony. It just takes usually a little bit before it flares up and you really feel that pain. So the body's actually doing something smart. It's tensing up, holding this position, holding this natural curve to prevent you from injuring yourself more. So it would be a really bad idea to stretch in that case. It's always better in those situations to actually exercise. And when I say exercise, I mean counter muscle balance type exercises. Now, that's a term I use for when we take a joint, in this case our lower back injury, and we would work out the abdominal muscles, the side oblique muscles, even below the joint in the inner thigh, outer thigh, all these muscles 360 degrees to stabilize the joint that is in pain or has the injury, which is our low back. If you do all this muscular work, that back spasm will start to dissipate on its own because your back goes, okay, now I got all these other buddies helping out, keeping the thing strong that doesn't feel safe. I'll relax. And this can happen in any joint. If you have a tight muscle in your shoulder, stretching it out may actually destabilize the joint more, open you up to more injury. It would be better in that case to actually strengthen all the muscles of the shoulder in all directions to let that muscle that's spasming relax on its own. Because our brain is trying to help us out. Our body and our brain is trying to help us out by spasming that muscle and holding you in. Because it just goes, what? Something's wrong here. Well, let's squeeze it. But it doesn't necessarily make everything in the area squeeze. So we just feel that one muscle go, and we think we need to stretch it. 9 times out of 10, when I get clients that have come to me, they've already been to PT, they've already done all this stuff, and they're still having all this pain and injury, I find that they've just been stretching themselves over and over and over again. They're not truly stabilizing the joint in all directions to get themselves out of that pain. So, what have you learned? That stretching may not be the answer. You may just need to stabilize the joint, and all that pain and tension in the muscles will go away on its own instead of you perpetuating the problem and opening yourself to more pain by stretching. I'm Craig Zuckerman with zlinefitness, helping you feel better, look better, and perform better.